I'm now going to open the floor for questions. Please share your questions in the chat, and we kindly ask that you keep them focused on the topics covered in today's meeting so we can address as many as possible. Great. I can already see a number of questions waiting in the chat. Let's begin with our first one from Larato. Why did Titan Crest Mining move to a 30-day mining cycle? Great question. As the platform grew, we realized that participants needed a structure that was easier to follow. The 30-day cycle gives everyone a clear beginning, a clear end, and a much better understanding of how their participation progresses. It also helps us organize the mining ecosystem in a much more consistent way. Okay, we have another question from Thago Nkosi. Why only 6 days for the ignition pool and others 30 days? Another great question. The ignition hash mining pool is really there as an introduction. For many people, this is their first experience with Bitcoin mining participation, so we wanted to create a simple way to experience the platform before moving into our standard mining pools. After completing ignition, participants can then move into one of the 30-day pools and continue from there. Okay, let's take one from Princess. Can I choose any 30-day mining pool after ignition? Absolutely. The ignition mining pool isn't designed to limit your options. It's designed to introduce you to the ecosystem. Once you've completed that introductory cycle, you're free to choose the mining pool that best matches your preferred level of participation. Okay. I am seeing a question from Crypto Queen. What's really the difference between the standard pools and the compounding pools? Another great question. It comes down to what you're trying to achieve. If you prefer receiving mining rewards every day, the standard mining pools are probably the better fit. If your goal is to build your mining participation over a longer period, then the compounding mining pools are designed for exactly that. So neither one is better. They simply serve different objectives. Okay, next question comes from Bongani. Can I withdraw my earnings while I am in a compounding mining pool? Another great question. The mining earnings generated within a compounding mining pool aren't available for withdrawal because during the cycle because they're part of the compounding process. Every 5 days, those accumulated mining earnings are automatically added back to your mining capital so they can continue participating in the next compounding period. If those earnings were withdrawn, the compounding process would be interrupted. That said, participants still receive a daily participant bonus throughout the compounding cycle. Unlike the mining earnings, the participant bonus is credited to your account every day and can be withdrawn immediately if you choose. So, while your mining earnings remain in the pool to support compounding, your daily participant bonus gives you the flexibility to receive a withdrawable reward throughout the cycle. Precious has asked an important question, one we've actually been receiving quite a bit lately. The question is my capital still returned at the end of the mining cycle? Answer, yes, absolutely. Your capital is returned at the completion of your mining cycle in accordance with the structure of the mining pool you've selected. Under our updated model, daily mining earnings and capital are now handled separately. This makes it much easier for participants to clearly distinguish between the rewards generated through mining and the return of the original capital at the end of the cycle. Let's answer this one from Mabali. Can I participate in both standard compounding and mining pools at the same time? Answer, yes, you can. If you want to spread your participation across both categories, there's nothing stopping you from doing that. Some participants may prefer daily mining rewards on one side while building long-term growth through compounding on the other. Okay, one more. This one is from Ken. What if I decide not to continue after the 6-day ignition hash pool? That is completely up to you. If you choose not to upgrade to one of our standard 30-day mining pools after completing the 6-day introductory cycle, your capital will remain securely held in your participation wallet for the remainder of the standard 30-day participation period. In other words, after the initial 6 days, your capital will remain there for the remaining 24 days. Once the full 30-day period has been completed, your capital will be credited to your account balance, where it will be available for withdrawal or for participation in another mining pool. This one is from Peter. What happens after the 90-day compounding cycle ends? Another great question. Once the 90-day mining cycle is complete, that participation period comes to an end. From there, you have two options. You can choose to begin a new mining cycle by joining another available mining pool, or you can decide to stop participating. If you choose not to continue, your capital will be returned to your account, where it will be available for withdrawal in accordance with the terms of your completed mining pool. The choice is entirely yours. Each completed cycle gives you the flexibility to either continue participating in the mining ecosystem or withdraw your capital and exit the cycle. All right, I'm going to take one final question. And our final question today comes from Zola. Can I move from the standard pools into the compounding pools later? Answer to that one, yes, absolutely. You're not locked into one participation model forever. As your objectives change, you can participate in the mining pool category that best suits where you are at that time. That brings today's Q&A session to a close. Thank you to everyone who joined us and took the time to ask questions. Your engagement and your feedback continue to play an important role in the growth of the Titan Crest mining community. If we weren't able to answer your question today, please do not hesitate to reach out through our support channels. Our team will be reviewing every submission, and many of your questions will help shape the topics we cover in our future Zoom meetings. Thank you once again for your participation, and we look forward to seeing you at our next meeting.